dude. These
You know what's
raw
funny?
optics. What?
I've gotten 3 of our friends on the blue light blocker train so far.
Ooh, but
Actually, 3 new ones within the past maybe 2 weeks.
yeah, I'm just worried that they might buy the Target ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like
that's
the
why I
cheap
give them my
flannel.
recommendation. Go through my recommendation and mine alone.
Yeah, dude. Rarebird's pretty good. Honestly,
It is. It's even better when you use code 2am at checkout.
dude.
20% off.
Nice insert. Yeah, it's 8 p.m. and we're allowed to have coffee, which is crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Come
Honestly.
on. Appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, we could be crazier and have regular coffee, but this coffee makes it feel like you can. Like there's no harm in doing so, you know what I mean?
And did this cup, it makes you seem like you're at a diner too.
It induces sleep, if anything.
Is that really your experience? You feel like it induces sleep?
Yeah. Dude, every time I've drank it, I took the craziest nap. Like a crazy crash out nap. I don't know why, but
I should try that.
you haven't? Dude, you have too.
Have I?
I'm pretty sure you have. Like you knocked out on the couches.
Here?
Yeah.
No,
Like
I
you just
haven't. I've never taken a nap in here.
You have. I think it's when we first got the couches.
No. I don't take naps, bro.
Dude, you took a nap.
I did not take a
I
nap. I can
swear.
assure you.
Yeah.
I only take maybe a few naps a year. Maybe people think I take naps every single week. I actually don't.
Maybe you probably just laid there then.
Yeah,
You
just
take a
laid
nap.
there.
Okay. To me, that's a nap. Whatever. Wake me up
Good
when
morning.
September ends. Yeah, dude.
Who's made that song? Green Day?
Yeah, Green Day. How did you know?
Oh my god, bro. It's such a
Damn.
throwback.
I was gonna answer it for you, but you answered it for yourself.
Hey, you're not the only one who went through their emo, emotional, dark season phase. Okay, I also went through it.
Oh, what was your favorite park?
My favorite park?
Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park, obviously.
Come on.
Was that other Shinedown? Was another
Yeah.
band. Yeah.
Shine Down?
Shinedown actually had some great songs.
What the hell is Shine Down?
Even to this day, like there's some really
What
good
the
songs.
hell?
Yeah.
I've never heard of Shine Down in my life.
You should listen. I'm surprised you don't
What?
know of them.
Okay. That's surprising that I don't know, but I don't know. All I remember is at a certain age, I used to blink 182 times. Yeah. Good times.
Per second or per minute?
Per day.
You're just sitting there trying to blink 182
What is
times.
this?
Oh, man.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
See, in my mind, I was trying to create another joke, but I couldn't think of any other bands.
Dude, I saw a funny meme today. And I think we can resonate because it's around that time where everyone your age is getting married, right?
My age?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Our age.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
2 years older, bitch.
It doesn't matter, bro.
Sorry, I'm
We're
the
all-
king of
we're all the
distracting
same
people.
age. 25 and up, we're all the same age.
True.
Yeah. It was basically the meme was like the groom and the I can't even speak right now. The groom and the bride. Okay. The bride's looking at him like, "Hey," and he's just texting during the day of his wedding. She's in a dress, he's in a suit. Okay? And then the meme was like when you're getting married but you're in the group chat argument.
Bro, 100%. I can see myself doing that.
You'd be an idiot. You're
I've been going at it the past couple
the
days.
most important day of your life, and you're arguing in the group chat.
That's actually a
What is wrong
great
with you?
discussion, dude. The group chat culture
Yeah.
and group chats in general. Like,
Yeah.
you have, on one hand, some of the most fried shit somebody can say.
Yeah.
And then on the other, you have like some very serious conversations where all of a sudden everyone's an economic expert.
Yeah.
And they try to explain how tariffs work and shit.
Tariffs, huh? Thought you were a doctor. Interesting. Tell me more about photography, dentist. Are we just moving lanes now?
It's almost like in a group chat, we talk about things, almost everything that is outside of our scope of expertise.
Well, expertise is not opinion.
Well, no, there are some things that, like, you're an expert in what you do. I'm an expert in what I do.
Yeah, but, okay, tariffs, politics, that's always been an opinionated fucking shit. Like,
of course. And the more I have political discussions, the more I hate them. Because I see people's true colors.
No one's right, dude. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you could say no one's right.
Like, you'll be right on accident. That's what I mean. You don't know for sure what the hell you're talking about. Okay? None of us are politicians.
You don't have to be a politician to talk about some of these things.
But you do have to kind of know what the hell you're talking about.
The politicians are like the demographic of people who are typically like the most retarded when it comes to this stuff.
Not necessarily.
Because they're either bought and paid for.
Well, yes, there's always going to be the people that are bought and paid for regardless what industry you're in. That's what I'm trying to say. So I would trust a person that at least corners his entire life about one subject. You would trust him more than just street talk about about a big situation, you know? So, like, obviously we're all going to have opinions about, like, the whole close the borders shit, you know? ICE having checkpoints. That's pretty insane to me, to be completely honest. Not that it's hilarious. It's just, that's so Trump.
Well, here's a question. Would you rather have no border, an open border, or would you rather have ICE checkpoints in certain areas?
Well,
because it's a give or take.
Yeah, I know.
You can either flood the country with millions of undocumented individuals, which, by the way, don't just come from Mexico. They come from all over the place. Chinese nationals and things of that nature.
What I genuinely believe is that every other country in the world besides the United States has a immigration law. It's very easy. I've been to countries where I had to obtain a visa, go to the embassy here, and be like, hey, I'd like to visit so-and-so in this city and that city. Can you please give me a visa? And then they either say yes or no, get the hell out of here. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. You know? Their country, their rules type of thing. I understand that. I fully understand that, and I will abide by it, right? Here's the messed up part, is that we had open borders, right? So imagine coming in here, starting a life, because you can, and then all of a sudden, gone. ICE checkpoints.
What time frame are you talking about?
4 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yes, as humans, we do sympathize with what the hell is going on. Like, that sucks. That could be a family, a person, whatever, right? In the land of opportunity, as we like to call it, they had an opportunity that they did not have back in Mexico, right? So, good for you, honestly, for doing it. You're a hard worker. This country has been built by immigrants, right?
Sure.
Crazy amount of work has been done. So I do sympathize with the whole process of kicking out, deporting, you know? But
certain
at the same time, a rule is a rule, right? I get it. You know, in this term, Trump wants to enable deportation. He doesn't want it. So basically, you're reverting back to, yeah, this has been illegal the whole time. You shouldn't have been here to begin with. You know what I mean? Type of.
It's such a messy subject, dude.
It is.
Because you see, like, you really, like, before you even begin the conversation, you mention ICE. Like, you lose a lot of people just by mentioning that.
Yeah.
And so you can't have a discussion.
Exactly. Well, that's another thing, though. So you can't really have a discussion anymore, even in group chats. Like, a discussion is about give and take, right? Placing myself in their position to accept and receive well so that I can give my position back in hopes that he receives well as well, right? So, but discussions turn into arguments, and it's just like, all right, why is it turning into animosity rather than a genuine discussion? about
Yeah.
like things that we need to discuss.
It's easy to fall into as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all
'Cause we're
guilty
not
of it.
attacking each other. That's the part where I'm like, it's
No,
not an insult.
but the undertone of a lot of the discussions involved is like, okay, you have two people who are going at it that want to be proven right.
Yeah.
And they're going to take an egoic hit if
Well,
there's a chance they're wrong.
yeah, given whatever philosophy in their own bubble and whatever kind of information that they do resonate with, it trained them to think in a certain way. So that's why I say it's heavily opinionated in terms of like, all right, what is there a real structure as to how to think about these things to know what is the scam and what is the legitness?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is that structure? No, I guarantee you, nobody would be able to give me that.
Nobody starts out with that.
Yeah, nobody would be able to give me that. Like, be like, all right, what's the structure for so I can think properly? Then, what is proper thinking? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Well, first principles. I think that's like first principles philosophy or thinking is a good start. Like, what do we know for sure to be true? Starting from the ground up.
Yeah, and then doubt. You have to also challenge your own thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I think like everyone has mentioned this before, but it's like this comes from like an older person, like a father or whatever. He'd always tell you like, who told you that? You know what I'm saying? Because even he has his own philosophy and his own way of thinking that is considered proper. So that's a good question to ask.
Who told you that?
Who told you that? Because then it questions your own belief. Like it just goes, Are you hinting that he might be incorrect? Or are you hinting that I might be incorrect? Those are questions you have to ask yourself.
But the question of who told you that, I think can come across as more aggressive to a lot of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I think the question of why,
Well,
asking why is a really good question. You ask why 3 or 4 or 5 times, you'll understand if somebody knows what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but either way, both good questions.
But who told you that could also be claiming that you're wrong.
You're right. It's the tone of the question.
Yeah. That's how it comes off.
And in group chats, you don't get the tone.
No,
Unless
dude,
it's
you don't
obvious.
get tone on text message, bro. Have you ever texted a girl? Like, you just text her like casually, and she'd be like, "Something wrong?" And you're like, "No, the hell." Like, it's like, I don't know. That okay really sounded angry. Like, what are you talking?
What's going on with you today?
Literally. Oh, my bad. I'm just busy. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Too busy for me. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you saying?
How did this even begin?
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's like it's just funny. I've reached the point where I don't even really respond anymore.
I can see it.
I'm just like, all right, have at it, you know?
Let me see what the circus brings out after.
Yeah. Like, I'm chilling. Like, I'll be like, oh, in the middle of all this, so burgers tonight? You know? Like, I don't care, you know? It's just not worth it, bro. I'd rather protect what I think. And I as long as you practice like good, there is technique to it in terms of like interpreting something, like a piece of news or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, yeah, you're going to come up with your own bias, right? And then you're going to believe something, and then you're going to challenge that belief thinking that you might be wrong. And then you're going to play the patience game to see if there's more news on the subject that comes out, right? So, like, I can't just come to a conclusion based off of one headline. Not anymore,
No.
at least.
No, not at all.
We've learned that.
And one thing that annoys me that I've seen other people point towards my direction is, and of course, like, I'm not perfect. Of course, I'm like, I can be wrong on a lot of things. But this idea that just because you get your information from the internet nowadays, like, it's automatically misinformation. Like, I'm sorry, where else am I supposed to get my information these days?
Yeah, but okay.
Am I supposed to speak with a Pentagon representative in fucking Washington, D.C. to get my info?
No, but I think it's through discussion. It's through like real world experience, and like it's a mixture of both, right? It's really hard to take information off the internet because the internet is so vast, right? There's plays happening, to where people are pushing things that they want you to believe, right? That may be incorrect. We know that. That's a fact. And then another thing is we live in a time where anybody can write anything.
Sure.
Okay. When information comes out very quickly, I feel like it's not the information that's wrong. I feel like we just trust it too quickly. Like we don't let it marinate on the internet for it to be evolved, and then we finally get the conclusion of it. You know what I mean?
Like you stick to just one piece of the
like
info.
New Jersey. That was a very good example because everyone was like, oh my God, those aren't drones, those are UFOs, right? What were they? Military testing for drones?
I don't believe that's a full story, by the way.
See? But someone is gonna, you know? Someone's gonna believe it is.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna be like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense logically. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, we like, as sure as you can be these days, I think is the max is probably like 98% sure, which is close to 100.
Of course, yeah. And here's the thing. I feel like the longer you're on the internet and like the more you're involved with social media, at least for certain individuals, like you can develop some sort of intuition around, okay, this seems like bullshit. This seems like not. Like you're able to differentiate between different pieces of information, especially when you start linking it to other pieces of information that have been verified.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. But
in the same way that you kind of gauge how somebody is.
See, but whatever I'm telling you right now could be wrong.
Well, of course.
It could be wrong. This is my own, like, opinionated thinking. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like we should leave room for whatever. I don't know. You could disagree. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part where I'm like, disagreements need to happen. Like, there's no doubt about that. It's how you handle it.
Yeah, don't act like a little whiny child about it.
Yeah. But someone's always going to be adamant about their own thinking. They're going to be like, no. You are absolutely incorrect from head to toe.
You are absolutely incorrect, bro.
From head to toe, dude. You were born wrong, dude. Like
from top to bottom, bro.
There's people like that. And it's like, okay, how do we handle that? You shut the fuck up. You just believe what you believe.
Yeah. Or, saying I don't know can go very far.
Yeah. Dude,
it can take you very far.
There's a joke, okay? It goes like, once you hit like your 40s, I would even bring it back to 30s. Once you hit your 40s, you just, you listen and you shut up. Like, it's not worth responding anymore.
Depending on the conversation.
Yeah. It's like, it's kind of like oh, really? Good for you. You know, like crazy.
You think
I'm not going to tell you my opinion anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of just protect your own space at that point.
Yeah, but that's where it gets tricky. If you protect your own space, then you're creating an even more biased bubble.
Okay. Does it matter to me that much? Whatever
certain things
we're talking about.
Certain things no, and certain things yes.
Do you think I care about what happened yesterday on the news? USAID getting shut down?
No.
Okay, then. Well, why does it bother me? Why would I put myself in a position to just start joining in heat? You know what I mean?
Well, of course not. Yeah.
What am I? A female cat? Like, it's just like, okay. To me, I would just respond stuff like, do you guys not have jobs?
Bro, you are that type, bro.
It's 11 a.m.
Are you guys not working?
Like,
yeah, I mean, it just depends on the topic, depends on the people who are talking, you know?
Exactly, you know? See, but when would I join a debate? When someone that is, I don't know, a carpenter comes in and starts telling me about what cinematography really is about. You know?
Yeah, that's when you join the debate.
Yeah, exactly, because that's something that's within my peripheral daily.
Exactly. You know if somebody in the group chat starts saying that clear light blue blockers are effective, I'm going to come in there.
So you're going to challenge me. Yeah. You're going to challenge me. But tariffs? Bro, I know what a tariff is, but that's as far as I know. Mm-hmm. I don't know economically exactly what the future of everything would be with foreign countries, with the state of the economy, inflation, none of that. I'm not an economist. I would listen to people talk about it, sure. I'll find it interesting. But to me, it would just be like, is it something that I should fear? How do I protect myself? Like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily like, oh, I'm going to get into it because I am aspiring to run for Congress one day. No.
There is wisdom to that, yeah. Knowing when to just not speak about things that you don't know about.
Yeah. You could say so.
Ironic considering we have a podcast.
Yes.
Not really, though.
Yeah, it's nice to talk about interests and dismantling certain ideas, kind of break it down, talk about it. I think generally the good topics are the ones that benefit all of humanity and society.
Like what?
Like raw milk. Like why raw milk is banned here. I told my cousins that raw milk is banned in the United States, and they're like, what the hell? Why would it even be considered banned? Why would that even be a consideration?
Mm-hmm.
Like, God created this cow, and then this cow gave you milk. Why is it banned? I don't know.
Why are you banning the raw milk?
Yeah. And I was like, exactly. They're hiding something. There's a lot of stuff you guys don't know about,
Mm-hmm.
And then vice versa. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about where they live. It comes with like daily living. You just are part and bred in that society under that rule.
Yeah. I'm beginning to realize that the human mind can only take on so much.
Exactly.
From a personal standpoint, like I can only take on so much, dude.
Yeah, and you get less and less energy throughout your years. So would you like to preserve that or?
Well, not in the sense of finite energy, I guess, but in the sense of just like, look, if you're going to be well-read, at least be known for something.
Yeah.
Like nobody's going to care about my political views after my, 2-3 hours of research.
Exactly. Does it matter? You do it for yourself at the end of the day. That's why you read. Like when you read, you're not reading to show off. You're just reading because you're picking out whatever you find interesting to begin with.
Yeah.
So it's like that's and I think the thing is with reading is that you'll get educated in a very wholesome way. Right?
Intimate
it's very,
way.
very intimate and well-rounded. Okay? You'll start to see your biases and the opposing being infused. And all of it is knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to the saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, the same can go with books, right? You could read into like why Adolf Hitler's mentality was the way it is, Doesn't mean you believe in it. It's just good to know the opposing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why scholars read the Bible and then they studied Islam. Or that's why Christians study the Quran. It's the same thing. Like it's just what is on the opposing side that would make me believe harder what I do, or is my bias incorrect?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that is the function of reading. It's essentially just to improve your worldview.
Exactly.
Give you more nuanced takes.
So I would say just focus on your own education and it will show as you go. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We can imagine arguing about philosophy. like professors do, But it's like.
And there's certain topics that like you go down the rabbit hole and that it never ends.
Yeah.
I would argue most topics are like that, actually.
Yeah.
Like you start talking about abortion or like, epistemology. How do we know if something is true? Like, good luck getting out of that rabbit hole.
Yeah. There's so many claims today. Like hair loss is a big thing for men, right? You'll see someone talking about hair loss and how he rescued his hairline and how this thing works for everyone. This whatever DHT blocking oil, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, that's a big ass claim. All right. You know how many unique people live in the world? So you're telling me this works for everyone. What if it didn't work for one person? What do you? That's false now.
No, bro, they didn't do it right.
You get what I mean? No, it worked for me. It may help you. There's like people word things and it might be legitimately a scam at this point without them knowing.
It's tricky.
It's crazy.
It's tricky. You really need to take on that lens. Like if something works for you, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for most people,
Yeah.
for all people.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to health. That's a big thing.
So wouldn't you say other than health, you can copy and paste that kind of idea?
Sure.
As to it just, there's too much claim. Like the statement is somewhat false in most things. Like Elon has too much power now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elon has too much power.
People love to speak in absolutes too. And I do it as well.
See
I
what I
try
mean?
to do it consciously too. Like, I mean, from a marketing standpoint, it's better
Yeah.
to speak in absolutes.
Of course.
But with certain topics, I mean, it can very easily lead you astray.
But it all stems from balance, dude.
Balance.
Even my thinking is balanced. I can always think I might be wrong. As sure as I am, that would be funny. At least it would be hilarious if I was wrong.
Even
Because I was so damn sure.
Even your balance needs to have balance.
See?
Damn.
Crazy, right? Like I always have that thought in my head. I'm not even kidding. Like I'll go like, for example, what's something I totally believe in? Like I'm very sure that if there's any religion that is correct, it's Islam, right?
Sure.
But it would be hilarious if I was incorrect. Because I believed it so hard. You know what I mean? Like I always have like it's not an absolute, you know?
Like you're not too attached to the outcome. It's more like, listen, if it pans out that way, it pans out that way.
Kind of, but it's more like, no, but I'm going to structure myself and believe it.
Of course, because you really believe.
Yeah, but in the back of your head, like you just like, that would be hilarious if I was incorrect. Like, what if I woke up on the Day of Judgment and it was like Christianity was the one, you know? Like, like what am I going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, that's just my thinking across the board,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Like, I like Elon. I'm going to believe some of the stuff he says. Like, I'm all about humanity, right? He made Tesla to save us from smog. I don't know, you know, whatever. He cares about humans. He's trying to go to Mars. You know, it's a very human project. Like all this stuff.
Humanitarian project.
But at the same time, maybe he's acting.
Or at the same time, maybe he's not wise enough to balance out his intelligence.
Possibly. Is this all a play? Or is this real? Maybe it's a mix. So how do you identify what's what? You know,
I think
which part is the play?
It really just points to the fact that reality is gray. It's not black or white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to convince people of something, okay, I'm going to introduce truth with a little bit of play. Why? Because then they'll believe that maybe I am for the good, you know? And I've convinced them of all of this because they think I'm good. And that's kind of like the sales strategy that I'm playing, is that I'm a good person, you know? So anything I do, you'll just like.
Very Machiavellian of you.
Crazy, dude. Where's Kai, bro?
Where is Kai?
I literally need to talk to Kai right now.
Kai the guy.
Kai the guy. That's him.
Got some people requesting some more episodes with him.
He is
People
him.
love our episodes with him.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We need like a good 2-hour one with him.
Bro, he's been hopping on Spaces a lot. He's been talking to like some bigger accounts. Just a very well-spoken dude.
God, dude. What an amazing man.
I like that. You know, I like those characters, and I knew this the moment I met this guy, even just coming across his Twitter page. He's just the type to like, I just love the types to just bust out some crazy fact.
Yeah.
Some crazy story.
Yeah.
He'll go from one thing to the other and somehow connect it.
Yeah. He also likes to joke, which I like. He's a character.
Yeah. True character. We need more characters, bro.
Amazing. Yeah, but anyway, I genuinely believe that even our thinking needs to be balanced. You know me, bro. I hate extreme of anything. You know, people that smoke too much, people that drink water too much, people that wholeheartedly believe in like for example, I give you shit all the time for us. Like, all right, you can't handle a little bit of blue light, you know?
Bro, I get shit all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not gonna kill you if you, because you're so well at it. You like if 100% of your life is red light.
Yeah, but don't you see that I do
You're
actually?
chill.
Don't you see
Yeah.
I do actually have that balance in place?
Yeah.
You've seen me on occasions at like midnight with no blue blockers or anything. Like I'm not a Nazi about this stuff.
Exactly. See, I quit soda, but hey, man, if I go to dinner like in 3 months and I felt like a Coke, I'll have one. Like, what's the
It's a
problem?
really enjoyable way to move through life.
You know, like I'm not really Goggins about everything.
Even Goggins, I bet you if you look at his routine, if you study him without a camera.
Are you telling me that he still is running for the past 23 years, every single second of the day?
I don't sleep.
Yeah.
I just keep running.
Yeah. Even in his sleep, he dreams of running.
That's crazy.
So he's burning calories. You know, I bet you can pull out a study that says that if you dream about getting into a fight, that you're actually actively losing calories while you sleep. Just like that study that came out that said if you imagine yourself doing a workout, you'll actually improve muscle gains.
Isn't that crazy?
That's the power of the brain, dude. That's insane.
There was actually a study done. I haven't looked into it, but apparently it was able to prove the scientific basis of passing vibes. Like neural connection, from one person's brain to the other person's brain.
You could pass a vibe.
I need to look into it, but headline looked pretty crazy. Like it was a true scientific paper.
That's nuts. Damn. A lot of cool stuff happening.
Yeah.
The science is also becoming very broad. And it's like, it's becoming kind of, you could do a lot more. And it's more like with more fascinating types of studies.
Like
things that seem fun. Like that, you know?
Like
studies show that the more you think about pull-ups, the wider the back will get in a week or something. I don't know. Like,
well, that's a cool study. There are a lot of
like
stupid
that's
studies
cool,
out
but
there,
like,
though.
I'm saying like back in the 50s, no one gave a shit about that. Like,
yeah,
it was more like, all right, we need to figure out why people are dying. You know.
Did you see that headline that showed that U.S. taxpayers through government spending studied, what was it? How fast shrimp can run on a treadmill?
What the hell?
I shit you not, dude. There are ways that our money is being spent that are just outrageous. Which, listen, disagree with me or not, I'm all for Doge. I'm all for going in there and cleaning up house because it's just, bro. Like, what are you gonna gain out of that?
I don't know.
Shrimp cannot run.
But they're having fun, dude.
Yeah, they're having fun spending money left and right.
That's so funny.
And that's not an uncommon thing.
Yeah.
You look through all the verified cases of what we spend money on.
That is so.
And it's like studying what is the percentage of pheromone that one gerbil shares with another before they're having sex. Like stupid shit like that. Like what does that do for us?
Who cares, dude? If I saw that, that's like one of those studies you see on like Bing.com.
Bing. Did you know?
So dumb. Or like the Firefox homepage. It's like these random articles.
It's outrageous,
so
bro.
Dumb. Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, discussions aren't really had anymore, it's more like arguments, which is crazy.
So why podcasting is becoming popular?
Yo, I don't know. Are we childish, or is that the correct way? I don't think that's the correct way, but
sometimes it's necessary, though.
Yeah, depends on what it is.
Yeah,
there are things that are facts, and if something is not a fact, then let's have a discussion. Like we shouldn't be arguing about like why my point of view is a fact, you know? Crazy.
But when you think about it, that's what politics is based on, especially in this country.
There's just a mistrust, man. That's what I think it is. We've seen what happened in the past 2 years. like we have discovered the state of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Is that they don't control anything. They're actually controlled by a foreign entity. Through what? Through money.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. So like people are gonna mistrust everything. Like,
Bro, I just remembered. I came across a headline. You know Zelensky, right? Ukraine.
Yeah.
This guy had the balls to step onto live television. He was being interviewed by some reporter, and he literally said, "The U.S. promised me $177 billion, and I only received $100 billion of it. Where's my other $77 billion?" I don't know why that came to mind, but I just found it so funny.
Insane. Because they're demanding. They're not even asking anymore.
Yeah, like who is this guy? Like, what are we doing?
We had a contract. I'm sorry. Like,
no, I'm sorry. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways. If you did enjoy this episode, please follow us at the 2 a.m. Podcast. We're available on Instagram and Twitter at 2 a.m. Pod. We are also available on YouTube at the 2 a.m. Podcast. Go ahead and visit us and leave us a 5-star review on Spotify. That would greatly help us. If you can, also, if you're interested in any of the based products or extra wallets and accessories, we'll have them down in the description below. Use code 2am for both.
Goes a long way to support the pod.
Yes, it does. Stay tuned for next time. I think we're going to have a glorious other episode talking about other cool things.
Typical.
Yeah. For now, stay drinking Redbird. We'll catch you.
Cheers.
Peace.